Hey, I'm going live. Hey, anybody who can hear me over there? Yeah, let me get to know if somebody can hear me, man. This is just impromptu. Hello, guys. My name is Mara. And if you're new to this YouTube channel, man, or it's your first time to click on these videos about me, my name is Mara. And today we're talking about Cuba. Already see one like, seven, ¿qué tal? Forever love. Gracias. Hey, Mara. Thank you, man. Educated cowboy. Another guy, let me see. Yeah, man, I just arrived from Cuba, so I just have to say, love forever fashion. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much for coming into this. Yeah. Hassan Ali says, nice. Thank you, bro. I'm back. I'm back in Mexico. Mr. Bele says, yo, where are you now? Hey, bro, man. Just drop the comments, man. I missed you, all of you, man. Bahamas in the building. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I miss you so much. Can you hear me? That's the most important thing. Can you hear me? Yeah, Mexico is beautiful. BM says, hey, what's up, brother? I'm very glad. Thank you so much. So the Dominican Republic says, you got to grow an Afro bro love. This is a Cuban card. Yeah, I just had to get this card for $4. It was supposed to be three, but this guy shaved me here and said four. I just took a shower, so somebody says, we're in Mexico. I'm in Cancun. Yeah, I just arrived like let's say 2 hours ago, and I was like, man, I'm gonna say hello to my family, you know. BM, man, it's nice to see you. I saw some comments, but I could not comment back because, man, I didn't have any internet. We're in Mexico, so I already answered that. Let me get to know where you're watching me from. Please, just say where you're watching me from, man. This is, I didn't plan this. Somebody says, what's up? Where are the girls? Yeah, the girls are coming. That is classic gentleman. Man, I was in Cuba, and to be very honest, there are things I could not upload when in Cuba, man. And as I was in Cuba, on my last week, I had to report to the immigration offices like every day. So you can imagine, like I have to report to the immigration office, and here I upload videos. Man, I made videos with everybody in Cuba. Uh, no disrespect, I made videos even with prostitutes. Like, I mean, I was making videos thinking that they are normal girls, but all of a sudden they turned out to be the other type of girls, you know. So somebody, let me read your comments. I want to interview you. So Dominican Republic. I'll check. I hope I'll check your channel, bro. And trust me, we shall do that. Somebody says from Atlanta, Houston, Texas. Hey Frederick, my teacher. Oh man, Are you gonna come back to American School or Colombia? No, man. I'll come back to Colombia one day, but I will not come back to American School. Yeah, I think I'm just done with teaching. Man, Felipe, muchas gracias. Thank you so much, man, for checking in, man. I really appreciate. We have Damian says, did you get your drone back? Yes, man, I have my drone. Everything is good. Even this laptop that I'm talking about, it was bad. Man, thank you, educated cowboy, man. Thank you for donating $5. I spent all my money in Cuba through scams, through many street losses. Yeah, I lost, man. And it's funny, when I went to Cuba, my drone was taken by the immigration. I love you, my brother. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I really feel super appreciating when I see you guys donate to my channel. I know I want to go to Dominican Republic. I want to go to Costa Rica. I want to go to Panama. I want to go to Argentina. I'm going to Brazil. Let's just keep it calm. Educated cowboy, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate. When I see these dollars coming, I know there are people behind me. Man, Cuba was tough. It was a rough ride for me, man. Like, my there was no internet. My drone was in custody. Then my bank cards did not work in Cuba. Like the bank card I went to, man, did not work in Cuba. So, and also what else? This laptop also in Cuba spoiled. Like it didn't work in Cuba. So it was just a hell, man. I used to eat 1 meal a day. Yeah, but I was always in the streets, taking videos, making interviews. I also tried to look for Tupac in Cuba. Yeah, I really have good videos coming for you guys. I hope you guys will just like them. Yeah. I know sometimes maybe people don't like some of my videos, but Cuba was amazing. Cuba was just amazing, like to wow, like which world is this? Because it wasn't a normal country, it's a socialist country. And I've never lived in a socialist country. It was my first time, man. And it was really, really crazy in Cuba. I walked in the streets at night. I walked in the streets during the day, man, just to create videos for you. And it was crazy. Sorry, my earphones, these earphones, they keep dropping like all the time. Man, I want to say shout out to those guys who have donated to me, man. BM, uh, man, thank you so much. You guys, man, give me a reason why I do these live streams, and you give me a reason why I think I have some family behind me. Let me read the comments. I was trying to be corrected, and let me read the comments. Sam Sean says, I just got back from Bogota and Anapolium. So Sam, let me get to know what was your experience in Bogota. Go to Dominican Republic first. Ghost Traveler, man, how are you? My brother is back. Yeah, I think we lost way in Cuba. I was super broke, man. My cards did not work in Cuba. So I had no money, man, in Cuba. You can imagine. After 3 days, I went to an ATM to look for like cards, but to look for money. And you see this card? Yeah, so this card is Maestro. So for Maestros, those cards don't work in Cuba, and these cards are Colombian. So I got these cards from Colombia. You see there? Like Maestro. Yeah. So these cards are Colombian. And man, look, also my other one is still Maestro, the same. This is debit, but you see there, Maestro. So those cards, man, did not work in Cuba. It was really crazy. It was a hard ride for me, man. But I was never discouraged. I always went out, and I want to give it a shout out, man, to one great guy. His name is Richard Swall. I don't know if you guys watch Richard, but I'm gonna put his link. At least you check his channel, man. That is a real brother. This guy is an American, and you can't send money to Cuba if you're an American. And this guy had to send money to Colombia, and the guy from Colombia tried to send me the money to Cuba. But also, the government in Colombia does not accept money to be sent from Colombia to Cuba. So I had to look for a guy who has an uncle in the US. So the guy from Colombia sent money to the US, and this guy, not from Colombia, the guy from Cuba, no, sorry, the guy from Colombia who received money from Richard, who is a YouTuber, my good friend, sent the money to a guy in the US. This guy in the US has an uncle, has an uncle in Cuba. So this uncle gave me money, and man, that's how I survived. And I had to pay for my drone at the immigration. I also it is crazy, man. Cuba is crazy. Like, I still have to tell you like lots and lots of things about Cuba, especially for those guys who want to go to Cuba. I think my experience is really a good experience. I don't say like don't go to Cuba, but you really need to get more information before you make up your mind to go to Cuba. Let me read this, man, because I see these comments. They give me energy. Yeah, I'm trying to get away from America. I think I'll drop that alcohol on. I wonder if you're going to violate me. I got 1 month left on probation. Yeah, so man, yeah, we can meet. I always meet my subscribers most of my subscribers who have met me, it has always been good. Yeah, most of them. I don't mean all, because I still have a history with one guy. His name is Cash Dinero. He never goes. Bernard says, "Where are you now?" I'm in Mexico. I just arrived. I'm gonna bring a lot of videos for you guys. A lot of nice videos are coming out, and man, you're gonna love it. I want to give a shout out. I've seen like somebody dropped $5 here. I want to give a shout out to Bob Jack, man. Marwa, how were the clubs and nightclubs in Cuba? Those videos are coming. Are the are the chicas friendly? Chicas just means girls. So actually, people party in clubs in Cuba, but you have to understand this. People don't like to go to clubs. People party, but they don't like to go to clubs. Those videos will be out, man. As I tell you, I have like I have a 256 GB full of videos. 256. I also tried to look for Tupac. You guys know Tupac? People believe like Tupac is in Cuba. I went in the streets asking girls, asking boys, asking old guys if they have ever seen Tupac with his pictures like this. And that video will be out, man. I don't want to to give you everything, but I'm telling you, I also met like really beautiful. I saw really beautiful girls in Cuba. But as I say, is the life standard of Cuba and Colombia is really different. And I realized Colombia, there's more security. Colombia takes care of its people more than Cuba. You know, Cuba is a socialist country, man. People say we are all equal, but at the end of the day, people are not equal in Cuba. And I saw a lot of things. I learned a lot of things in Cuba, man, which I'll be sharing with you to tell you people I am back and videos will be coming. Kindly guys, always, man, share my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not. Yeah, I know some people just watch me and they never click that subscribe button. It's very normal. And somebody says, okay, Maro, next stop, Medellin, Cartagena, or Barranquilla. So the funny thing is, man, I will go to Colombia from around September, October. That's the earliest time I can go to Colombia. That's because my visa was denied in Colombia, and I cannot apply for any type of visa in Colombia until 6 months are over. Somebody else says, wow, I can't believe it's already 7:30. Yeah, somebody else says, I first started watching you. That is Apple Mark 5 says, I first started watching you in Colombia when I saw your video when you visited Pablo Escobar's place. Oh man, that's so nice. Yeah, I remember that video. I was with this girl, her name is Emily. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, bro. And I really appreciate seeing you around. And you guys, man, support me. You know, I don't have a job. I don't wake up saying like I'm going for a job today or like tomorrow is my work day. Man, YouTube is what I do. And as much as I do this, I try as much as possible to give you the best of the best, man, that I can. And I'm so honest with you guys, these donations that you give me, those are the donations that help me travel, like very honestly. And also I have some videos which do very good in the internet. I have some viral videos. My highest video has now 2.2 million views. And it's because of you guys who come back. It's because of you guys who share. So today is just a video of us like coming back, trying to know Mara is back. I'm here in the US. So let me say, somebody says, how is the freakiest Colombia, or how is the freakiest? I think you meant which is the freakiest, Colombia or Mexico. So in Mexico, I'm going to Mexico City. I'm going to, that is my plan, you know, it's always a plan. So I have a plan to go to Mexico City. I have a plan to go to Guadalajara. I have a plan to go to Tijuana before I leave Mexico. Right now, as I speak, I'm in Cancun because I just landed from Cuba. And if you guys have not seen my videos from Cuba, please guys, check. Yeah, man, that's painful. I really love reading your comments. How is everything? Are you okay? Yeah, man, I'm so happy I'm okay here. Things were so difficult for me in Cuba. I'll be sharing with you those videos. I think from tomorrow, I'll drop, I don't know. So you guys, I want to know which video you want to see. Me looking for Tupac in Cuba, or you want to see me interviewing girls in the streets, girls which turned out to be like they were prostitutes. I don't know. I don't know if that's they were the red zone girls. Yeah, let me call them that. That sounds better. So I don't know you guys which one you want to see, which video you want to go first. What's up, Marwa? Did you get your drone back? Yeah, man, I got my drone back. I had to pay at the immigration today. And the girls in Cuba were so nice to me, man. And they were like the immigration officers. Yeah, it's crazy how like things work in Cuba. I think I'll do more live streams for you guys to understand how Cuba is. Yeah, I have to say, girls in the streets, there are more videos coming, and you know, there is Havana, old Havana or Havana Central, and there's the new Havana, and the girls look totally different, like totally different. I'm gonna do that. BM. Yeah, somebody else says, it's good to see you out of Cuba, man. Yeah, Cuba, Cuba was crazy. Imagine my last days, I had to go to report at the immigration officer. Yeah, they had no Tijuana if you value your life. Oh man, yeah. Maybe I'll not go to Tijuana, maybe. Yeah. So, guys, I'm in a hostel, and I just wanted to make this video like to you know, at least to connect back with you, tell you guys I'm back. I'm gonna give a shout out. Man, let me put his channel here. This guy really saved me, man. He sent me $500 in Cuba, and the money could not come. And now we had like to pass it through me. So guys, I know maybe you guys know Richard, but I'm gonna put his channel here. We always make videos together with him, and most of the time, maybe if you've watched my YouTube channel, you must have seen Richard. And more videos will be coming, man. More videos will be coming. I have to promise you that. And just be ready for videos of Cuba. Yeah, at least 30 videos, 10, I mean, or 35 videos. Yeah, of Cuba, or 30 videos. You know, at least. So this is Richard, and you guys, that's Richard. Is yeah, I know a lot of you guys tried to write me when I was in Cuba, but I could not message back, man. Cuba, the internet is crazy, man. To have an internet, it's like so amazing in Cuba. Like it's something people value, and you pay a lot of money to have that internet. And you cannot you have to go to the parks. It was really, they call it Zona T is T in Spanish. That is in Bogota, Colombia. That's the best place you can do. So somebody said, this is Saura's Brad says business partnership. So not unless, man, you write me to my email, tell me what business you're offering me. Yeah. Somebody says Tijuana is dangerous, only hookah and drug dealers. Man, you know, to be very honest, I'm in Mexico, but I fear Mexico. When I was in Tulum, Mexico, 2 people were killed 10 meters away from me. 10 meters with like 7 bullets. Pa. So honestly, I fear Mexico. I have to be. But it's because I have a visa of Mexico, so I have to come back to Mexico and, you know, strategize where is my next move. What's the name the hostel you're staying in? It's called Monkey. It's called Mayan Monkey. It's a very nice hostel. I can recommend you because Mayan Monkey hostel. Yeah. And it's always good when you come to these places, at least you tell them it's me who recommended you. So at least when I can bargain, you know. Yeah, Mr. Raphael says Felipe. Yeah, this guy calls me Felipe, man. I'm gonna check that. I think you have to send me some. Yeah. Educated Cowboy says, have you let me say, have you been to Peru? Not yet, bro, but they're all on my hit list. Yeah. You know, these things require money, require planning. And especially like I have a Kenyan passport, which is African. It's really difficult to travel to these countries because people don't understand you. People think you are running away from home. You know, the stereotypes, man. And it's really crazy. And even there's a video I made about that. Somebody says, Mi gente, would you go back to Cuba? Yeah, to be very honest, I'll go back to Cuba, but this time well prepared. I'll go back to Cuba knowing what I'm going, like I'm putting myself into, you know. Cuba is nice, man. I cannot say don't go to Cuba because I really saw beautiful, beautiful. If you really wanna like see like a big, I don't say as, I say assets. Yeah, I don't say as because it sounds really bad. So I say if you wanna see big assets, go to Cuba. Actually, in my travel, I've never seen like girls with big bumps like Cuba. If you are the type of guy who likes that, then yeah. Why did you have to check in every day with the immigration? Man, one day I was in the house and they called him. You know, it's funny in Cuba, when you visit Cuba, any place you sleep, they have to call and give you details. They have to say, there's a guy here, he's sleeping here for these days, he's from this country, and they have to say your job and everything. So the immigration heard that I'm from Kenya and I'm not a student in Cuba, and they were like, we need to follow up with this guy. So they came looking for me, and man, I was afraid maybe like, is it because of my videos? Because the Cuban videos were going viral, and I was afraid. I was like, man. I also told my friend Richard to download the videos, you know, just in case the government deletes them or they put me in jail. Man, you know, sometimes, man, countries like Cuba is a police state, man. It's controlled by police. People fear police, and it's always police, police, police. Like even me as a foreigner, I can't talk with locals because people fear they will be arrested with police, man. So that is why I had to check with immigration. Let me try to read comments, man. Yeah, comments. Please, guys, if I don't see your comments, we can start some partnership. Yeah, please. Yeah, you can put some proposals. I see, man, if it will work with what I do. Somebody says, how much did you have? Yeah, this is really funny. You know, what happened is my drone costs like $1,200. It's a DJI Mavic High. But when it's funny, I met girls. I don't know. I have magic with girls. When I'm with girls, I think my things go just smooth like this. Yeah. The guy who got my drone was a guy, but the girls okay. It was the girls that were writing the details of the drone, how much it cost, and man, you know, it took me 3 hours. 3 hours to get out of the airport in Cuba on my arrival. 3 good hours. And these girls were like, so tell us about yourself. And we were like making jokes. Even I was like asking one, we go out, you know, and we, you know, but it was really, really funny. And at the end of the day, these girls told me, look, you don't have to actually write the actual price of this drone. You can lower it. So I wrote my drone as $200, $280. Okay. And today as I was leaving, I got a girl. You know, you should see how policemen dress or immigration officers, especially women, dress in Cuba. Super short skirts, and they're young girls, super young, man. So I was with this girl talking to her, and she asked me, I told her I don't have money, and she was like, how much money do you want to pay? And I told her, I want to pay $40. And that's the money I paid, man. We negotiated, so I told the price of the drone. I reduced it from the written 280 to $200. Because if I didn't do that, I would have paid a lot of money. And the funny thing is, man, I didn't use my drone. And I was like, man, yeah. What do Cubanos think of Mexican? Actually, I realized Cubans are out of this world, man. They are not Like, you know, like us here, we travel and we ask like, what do you think about us? Or Cuba, even nobody watches internet. Even people don't know what YouTube is, man. People even don't know what Instagram is. I'm telling you, I ask, even people don't have cell phones. You may meet a very beautiful girl in the street. I wish I had this paper. Let me see if I have it. Like, you'd meet a beautiful girl in the street, and all she gonna do is write for you the house where she lives. They don't have cell phones. People have cell phones, but where I was living, like, you know, I like to live where exactly like normal people live, not like flashy areas. You know, I don't live touristic areas. Let's just be honest. I'm this guy who goes deep and like sleeps in those beds where normal people sleep. And today, the hostel I was sleeping, I saw bed bugs, man. There were bed bugs, and man, man, Cuba was like this for me, man. Cuba was like, have you ever seen a boat and there's waves? That is how Cuba was for me, man. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke in Cuba. It wasn't a joke in Cuba. Yeah. So let me see. Happy to see you back. Thank you so much, Sean. Adam says, wow. And somebody says, Stevenson says, they're out of touch. Yeah, actually, Cuba is out of touch, man. Cuba is out of, yeah, man. Today I killed a bed bug. I wish I could have recorded it. Like, it was so crazy in Cuba, man. And I promise you guys, I tried as much as possible to film, but you know, man, I should show you my camera. I have really a big camera. It's like this. So, and when I hold it, it's so huge like this. When people see it, they go like, you know, yeah. People fear the cameras. Yeah, man. So it was really crazy. Yeah, Mr. Raphael, thank you so much, man. I can see you. Jaja Smile says your videos are really short. Yeah, you know, they are really short because if I made long videos, I could not upload them. Yeah. Those short videos, like 4 minutes or 3 minutes, took me like 5 hours to upload. Imagine I'll sit in a park and sometimes it rains, so I have to have an umbrella. And you know, you cannot access internet from your house. You have to go to the park. So you can imagine I have an umbrella here, it's raining, and I have to wait for 5 hours. It was really crazy, man. Yeah, it was really crazy. It's to prevent spies. It's to prevent spies. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Cuba is crazy, man. I made a lot of videos. I realized like the most expensive things to own in Cuba is like a car. Like a very old car, you may pay a lot of money because, you know, I made a video about that. So there are many videos to come. I made videos with even prostitutes, you know, like I made videos with, I don't know, but actually, you know, this is what really happened. For me, I thought like there were nice girls in the streets, but when I interviewed them, they turned out to be the other side. So yeah, I don't think he going back anytime soon. So I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about Cuba, not unless I don't know, man. But I loved Cuba because Cuba, for me as a YouTuber, was really nice because all the videos I made in Cuba, like on day one, they were skyrocketing. Like they were making a lot of views. And you know, as YouTubers, man, what we look for, it's views, subscribers. It's about the numbers, man, we're chasing. But at the same time, you know, as a person, you need to enjoy some places when you go. I feel like this guy who has gone to a mission to investigate. I felt like, you know, and to be very honest, the government, man, was nearly to put me in jail. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of Cubanas with internet in his house. You just need to know the correct person. Yeah, what I realize is those people who have internet in their house, they're either maybe government officials or, to be very honest, very educated guys. It's not even easy to see that, my friend. It's not that easy because I used to go to hotels and buy water. Yeah, like this water in Cuba, you may get it, I think, let me see, I don't know, it's around $2.50. Yeah, because I used to buy the small one at one and some coins, $1 and some coins. And I used to go and buy water and stay in a hotel, try to check internet, try to check the comments as quick as possible. And remember, even as I use that internet in the hotel, I have to have my card. I think I still have those cards here. I hope I didn't throw them. Oh, sorry. I'm looking for some cards. My coins are dropping here. Yeah, I'm looking for some cards here. I think they're in my bed. I came and just took everything off. Yeah, man, I'm trying to. Yeah, they're not here. You have to buy some cards, and even if you're in a hotel and there's Wi-Fi, you have to pay for it with those cards. And because those cards are controlled by the government, Cuba, the government controls nearly everything. Even hotels, you eat in a hotel, the following day, the police come for the money. I mean, most of the hotels are actually controlled by the government. Like the government runs them. So anything you do, and I'm telling you, as a doctor in Cuba, you're paid like uh, what was that? 6,000. Let me see. 60 US dollars per month. A doctor in Cuba gets 60 US dollars per month. So you can imagine living in Cuba. I was talking to some locals, and they were telling me like people who have money in Cuba are people who work in hotels because they get tips. They get the tip from tourists. So it's actually crazy, man. And I was trying to eat their food. The food is not fresh. I'm telling you, man. You gotta. I'm gonna show you videos. Videos will be coming out. I just want you to be just patient, just calm, and the videos will be out, man. Yeah. So I think I have more of 10 minutes left because I'll have to go and eat. Then from there, I'll do the last live stream with you guys. And guys, if you can support me in your donations, I'll really, really appreciate any donations, man. $5, $2. I really, really appreciate. Man, I'll super, super appreciate to see you guys support me. To be very honest, man, I've spent money in Cuba. I've spent money traveling. Just support me, man. Yeah, $5, $2, $10. Yeah. George, you're very thin. You didn't eat there. It's true, man. I lost. Look. Man, I didn't eat a lot in Cuba because anytime I ate in Cuba, I had problems with my stomach. And also, the funny thing is, my bank cards did not work in Cuba. So I used to eat one meal a day. But I was so focused with my camera that every day I had to go out, film the whole day. Sometimes I'd go to my house and say I'm having a break and just sleep, man. Like yesterday, for example, we are filming this video, I'm telling you, like looking for Tupac in Cuba. And my battery died, the battery of my phone died, the battery of my camera died. And I was with this guy who was helping me. I said, let me go and sleep. His name is Chencho. He's really, really a good friend of mine. So when I went to sleep, not to sleep. I said, let me go and recharge my phone and come back. When I went, I put my phone charging and I slept. So man, and today I was leaving Cuba. So I went back after like 1 hour looking for this guy. This guy was gone. I felt so bad. So I had like to go to the house I live. And there's no internet. You cannot call him. You cannot do anything. I don't have a Cuban number. I have no, and even people in Cuba don't have WhatsApp. People have very few. Like people who have WhatsApp, those are like the elites in Cuba. Like there's this one beautiful girl, man. There's this one beautiful girl I was looking for. Not I was looking for, I was talking with, and I asked her, do you have WhatsApp? She was like, yeah, I have WhatsApp. I felt like, look at this girl. I feel like if if you have WhatsApp in Cuba, you like the top of the game, you the boss, you know, you like the, you know, you set the trends. And people in Cuba, they wear clothes written Supreme, hats, Supreme. It's, man, it's like 50 years back. You know, people say like Africa we are back, but let's just be honest, man. Cuba is a whole different thing. Yeah. And to be very honest, from when I went to the ATM and I tried to get money out of the ATM and I couldn't get money. To be very honest, I started counting my days. I was like, oh, today is gone. Oh, today is gone. Yeah. So if you're going to Cuba, man, carry a lot of money with you. Carry money with you. Please, guys, let's give this video a like, man. Yeah. I see 54 people watching. Please, let's give this video a like. Please, let's give this video a like. Somebody says that video should do numbers. Tupac in Cuba. Yeah. And you know, it's funny because other people, like I ask people in the streets, and other people say they recognize the face, and like they used to see this guy like some years back, like 2 years in the streets. So I don't want to pour a lot of into that video. I don't want to say a lot about Tupac. You'll see the video, then you make conclusions about yourself. Yeah, and actually, I told people I'm a brother of Tupac. I told people I'm a brother of Tupac, and man, thank you. I can see donations coming, man. Sorry, I just got in. How did you like Cuba? Should I go? Is it easy to meet people? What's the main difference between Cuba girls and other places? And man, this guy did not say something. Quadra K. He donated also €5, man. I want to say thank you for those guys who have just donated to my YouTube channel. And man, you should go to Cuba. I realize like Cuba is that place where you go and experience a different life. Like you get totally out of touch with the world. Cuban girls are so beautiful, man. I can see Lupita. Hola, Mara. ¿Cómo estás, Lupita? I love Cuba. Cuba is really nice, but it's not the normal life you expect. Cuba is like 50 years back in terms of communication. So if you want to go to Cuba, be ready. It's funny, man. You know, when you're a foreigner, you can talk to any girl. That is for sure. As long as you're a foreigner, you can talk to any girl, anywhere. I mean, anywhere. But the girls I talked to Cuba, actually, I made good friends in Cuba. There are two types of girls in Cuba. There are the educated girls who live in the new Havana, okay? And there are these girls who never went to school, who actually live by the streets. Like, I'll show you the videos, and maybe in this video, I'll try to explain. So there are two types of girls in Havana. There are the classy girls, which you always see them coming out of cars with their guys, or they're well dressed. They look so like they are more educated. Those girls, they live in the upper side of Havana. That is the new Havana. The Havana with nice roads and everything. And also, there are these other type of girls who live in Havana Central and the old Havana. So those type of girls, man, they are beautiful, but you feel like, man, they are like, I felt they are super vulnerable. Vulnerable, I mean like, if you have money, you have them. Or I felt like, you know, you feel like they can't defend themselves if somebody shows them like money or something like that. Yeah, because man, and it's crazy because in Cuba, women in Cuba, like I don't say every, please, I want you to be, to think about this. I don't say every woman. I just say what I mostly saw, especially in Havana, not in Havana, what I saw most is many women wear, and they show you the pant lines. You know pant lines? I'll show you a video where I tried to film. I know it looks creepy, but I know you guys want to see. And I tried to film such videos. And Lupita, sí, estoy en Mexico, mama. Sí. She's asking me if I'm in Mexico. Yeah, I'm in Mexico. Can you rent hotels in Cuba? Yeah, you can rent, Harry. Yeah, you know, it depends. If you want to go and see just Cuba, Cuba is a place you can see Cuba. If you're going to look for girls in Cuba, you can also find girls in Cuba. But you have to understand this. Girls in Cuba, especially, I'm talking about a normal girl. Forget about these girls who are so educated and like you have to be so procedural, like meeting them, you have to say hello. You know, most of people in Cuba don't speak English. You have to be aware of that, okay? So it's Spanish. And these girls in Cuba, they like this type of boys who call them like, you know, or A. And it's crazy because in Cuba, that's how people communicate. That's how boys get girls. The boys call the girls like, hey, hey, yeah, or hey, mamacita, you know, they don't really say mamacita, but those type of calling, like, and in Cuba is a place where if a girl passes and she's like crazy, she has like good assets, people look, everybody, men, they look at her like, you know, that's how Cuba is, man. That's how Cuba is. Yeah, that's how Cuba is. Yes, Southern Comfort says, what's up, Marwa? Yeah, he's a regulator here, man. I'm good, bro. Yeah. So, guys, I think I'm gonna go eat. Then I'll try to make Cuba. Cuba is not Havana. You're not seeing really Cuba. Cuba is Santiago. Yeah. Yeah, actually that's true. Somebody also told me I should go to Santiago. But obviously if I was in Havana, the capital city, and I lived in those areas like in old Havana, central Havana, I interacted with people. I can speak about Havana. I can speak about Cuba. Yeah, I know somebody would tell me go to Santiago de Cuba. I wanted to go to Santiago, but you know, the funny thing is my card did not work. So I didn't have even money to book a flight ticket, man. I was surviving. Please answer. Let me see. Dutch Montana says, out of all the countries you visited, which is most racist? Okay. Actually, I don't know. Let me see. You know, okay, this is how I'll answer. The most racist. You know, it's funny because if you meet people on the ground, they are so nice. But the authorities, especially the immigration, they act different. So that's the problem. So I'll say, you know, people, for me, what really matters when I visit a place is the people. If people are nice, then that country is good. But it's funny because you'll see the officers, police, immigration, especially immigration is where I have problems. When you're crossing over, people see you the black guy. People see you as the black guy. You understand? They have to track you. What are you doing? They have to ask you, what's money? Do you have money? Do you have this? Where you from? That's the problem, the immigration. But if you go to those countries, you meet people. People are so nice. So and I'm used to it, man. Like today, as I was crossing from Cuba to Mexico, they stopped me. They had to go consult their boss. You know, even I made a video that I need to change my passport. Yeah, I made a video where I'm telling it will be out soon, where I need to change my passport. Like I need to change my Kenyan passport to another type of passport because people stereotype me, man. Like everywhere I go, people stereotype me. They just see me like, you know the stereotypes, man. And maybe I know people watch my YouTube channel. Maybe you are an FBI, maybe you are a police officer, you are an immigration officer. Man, it's time you change your mind, man. Don't see every black guy and you stereotype them. I really get that's my biggest problem as traveling as a black guy. That's the biggest problem that I get, man. Yeah. People really, especially the immigration officers, like when you cross the borders, they can't believe you can pay rent. They don't believe you can pay a hostel. They just believe maybe this guy. But today, because of my look, wow, that's amazing. You guys should see that. Oh, it's God. Yeah. So most people see you as a black guy, and that's the problem, man. So Guys, I'm gonna say, let me go. I think the best country to live is Colombia so far. Colombia is my number one. Colombia is my number one. Colombia is my number one. And I'm telling you, there's no country which will replace Colombia in my trips. I already know this already. I can feel, man. Colombia is a different place. And trust me, those guys who have been to Colombia, they can testify. Colombia is different, man. Colombia is my best country so far. Cuba is nice, but Cuba brings the curiosity. People want to know about Cuba. Cuba has really beautiful girls. I have to say that, man. I have to admit. But Cuba has beautiful ass girls, assets. But I'm telling you, Colombia has beautiful, pretty girls. When I say beautiful, watch my videos, maybe, if you've not. So, guys, I want to say, man, thank you for those guys who supported me financially. Man, I've spent a lot of money. My laptop was broke. Hey, you can pass, no problem. What's your name?
My name is Matt. How are you?
Say hello to my friends here. They should see your sexy body. This girl is sexy. Okay. Yeah, those are hostels, man. Yeah, those are hostels. Those are hostels. Favorite city in Colombia. Favorite city in Colombia. It depends. If you're looking for a girl to marry, I would say Bogota would be good. If you're looking for fun, Medellin, Colombia. So, guys, I just gonna go eat, man.
Okay, if you see
No, they wanna say hello to you. My friends are super crazy. You see, they are saying hello, baby.
say hello, guys.
Show them your body. Show them your body.
no.
This girl is cute. Like,
Stop. I have a boyfriend. Like, if you find an Asian guy, one she's Filipino and
where you from?
I'm from New Jersey. New Jersey.
But no, I want.
What are you? What are you?
I want my friends to see your butt. This girl has really good butt, man. Yeah, just come on. Look here, they wanna see.
Stop.
Let's see. You see, cute, beautiful. Hello. People are going crazy.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm being watched all over.
Where?
Like everywhere. No, show
Wait,
them
I
your
hear him
body.
right now. Hold on, wait, one
Show
second.
them your body. Show them your body, girl.
Man, right here, what the fuck are you doing?
Alright. So we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop that. I'm gonna go eat, man. I'm gonna go eat. Wow.
Why the fuck are you there?
This hostel is crazy, right?
Why?
Shit.
We're upstairs. Please go back upstairs.
Those are my hostels.
Go upstairs.
Oh man. You should travel, man. Travel. Just travel, man. Take care. I'll see you, man. Thank you for those guys who donated to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate. Let me read. Ray G says, great video, my brother. I'm going to message you again on Instagram about the name of that song in your other video. Thank you so much, Ray. And please, when you message me on Instagram, at least you say it's Ray so that I remember, because sometimes a lot of people message me, bro, and I honestly treasure people, especially people who like support me, do everything, man. I have to say thank you so much. I really appreciate. I'm in a hostel, Lola, my 18 years, and I wanna go there. Oh man, somebody donated $5. His name is Cole Vos Farm. Man, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate Cole, man. Share my videos, especially Havana videos. Let me go eat because I'll miss food, man. I'll miss food. Yeah, I'll miss food. I'll miss food, man, if I don't go. Yeah. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for those guys who commented. Thank you for those guys who like were in the room. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll be back. Yeah. I'll be back, man. Yeah, you know, here it's crazy. We in Cancun. Yeah, Cancun, Mexico. Bye, guys. And I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's great. I'm not ending this video until you see this. This is crazy.
Can you fucking let me go? I will fucking punch you.
Hey, come on.
Yo, man, stop raging, please.
I will fucking punch all of you fucking assholes. Get the fuck downstairs right now.
So, guys,
Get the fuck downstairs.
that's the travel. That's the travel, man. I'll say bye. I'll see you in my next one, man. Bye. Bye.
Good night.